Pitching well. Looks like he's got his pickoffs in pretty good order.
Yeah, he's he works that really well. That's the thing. Like when a guy comes up through the minor leagues, sometimes they leave certain parts of their game unintended. Whether it's bunting well, whether it's stopping a running game. Everybody's so into their mechanics all the time and being pretty at the plate or pretty on the mound. You need to work on these other components of the game and look at how big it can be if you actually pay attention to that in the minor leagues. And so this is something Shields' done for a long time. It's no surprise. He looks for those moments. He knows he can get an out that way. Probably saved him, I don't know, 15 pitch. Probably permitted him to pitch an extra inning today just by picking 2 guys off. So, I mean, that's my takeaway from it. I get annoyed sometimes when players come up and they haven't really worked on the little things because it's not perceived as being important. I really commend him for doing that.
How big was the second inning, not only for scoring 4, but to get after a pretty good pitcher?
Oh yeah, I mean, Masterson's been really hot, and they've been playing extremely well, and they've been playing really well in this ballpark. So all those things matter. If you're looking for a little bit of a litmus test, there it was. I mean, where are we at right now? How are we doing? Played 3 good games in Baltimore, come here, lose a really tough game on the first night, and then come back and beat them 2 games in their own yard, which is not an easy thing to do this year or historically for us. So for a whole bunch of different reasons, I'm really pleased with our guys.
And Elliott, nice safety squeeze.
Beautifully done, well placed. Elliott stays ready. Elliott understands his role, and he knows what he has to do to be a Major League Baseball player. And I really appreciate that about how he works even when he's not playing.
And Longo lets you breathe a little easier in the last.
Big play. It's a big play right there. It's a huge play. Obviously, he came in. Smith did to get the ground ball. The pass bar, wild pitch, whatever it was a big play. Also, then that put them in a bind. With Joyce hitting behind him, that puts you in kind of a bind. It's not a good spot to be in, and that's part of what you talk about. Those are the kind of things that sometimes go unnoticed or not talked about or underappreciated. But those are the little moments. Like the first night, we didn't do good in those little moments, and that's why we lost that game 5-4. We've done better in the little moments the last 2 days.
Joe, is that kind of the key to winning on the road? Is doing those little things and
period. I mean, just winning. Period. I mean, that's something we preach, man. I mean, when you kind of beat yourself, that happens a lot. And that's why a lot of teams don't get to that point where you can be a playoff team. To be a playoff team, which we believe we are, you can't beat yourself. You have to do the little things well. You have to play the game the way it was drawn up, the way the scoreboard dictates on a nightly basis, the inning, the count, the score, etc. All this stuff, it's mapped out for you every day. But there's so much concern about a batting average or swinging the bat or getting a hit or whatever, or my ERA, that sometimes you tend to not play the game. And so that's the thing that we harp on here. We want to play the game properly, and if you do, and if you respect the game, you have a chance to win.
What about Shields pitching today?
Same. Hot day, really hot day. I thought if he can get through 7, that'd be great. Based on the heat index, I don't even know what it was. He, as a pro, he stays in great shape. He's ready all the time. So I wasn't really concerned about that, but 102, 3, whatever it was. Had to work a little bit towards the end also, a little bit of strain to get some of those out, so I thought it was the right time to get him out of there.
How many right-handed batters do you shift like that on, like you did at Duncan?
A couple. Dan Ugla, if we had played him this year, you would. Marcus Thames, if you played him, you would. And Shirley Duncan, if you play him, you would.
And obviously that really plays into that pickoff play, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's in the right spot right there.